We'll go ahead and get started. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with our breathing sequence. Welcome. Thanks for coming today to this 15-minute stretch and de-stress. Let's go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seat. Place the hands in the lap. And we're just going to start to breathe. Maybe gently close your eyes. We're going to take a big deep inhale with the nose for a count of 5. Exhale out of the mouth for 7. Hold for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. And inhale for 5. Good. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Hold for 3. Big inhale through the nose for 5. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. And come back to your normal breath. Awesome. That should put your mind into a little bit of a relaxation state, really get our mind right for this stretch. If you're ready, go ahead and make your way into a child's pose. The knees can be wide or they can be close together. I'm going to take mine wide. Let the arms come out long and sit back into the hips. Place the forehead to the mat. Maybe wiggle around here. Sit deep into the hips. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. Let's walk our hands over to the left. Really set down into that right side. Feel that stretch from the right arm all the way down into that hip. Maybe you pull that right hip back and get deeper into that stretch. Big inhale and a big exhale. One more round of breath. Good. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Again, set your body down into that left side stretch. Feel the stretch all the way from the arm as far as you can down towards the hip. Big inhale. Deep exhale out of the mouth. Good, one more round of breath. Good, walk the hands back to center. Find another comfortable spot here for a round of breaths in the child's pose. Maybe you're going to take your chin to the mat. Maybe you're going to take your favorite cheek to the mat. Good, let's slowly walk our hands in, and we're gonna come to a tall sit here. I wanna tuck my toes under. Now this is gonna be slightly uncomfortable, so play with the position a little bit. If you need to ease into it, just stay in the tabletop and ease yourself back. We have some connective tissue right underneath our big toes. Sometimes it gets tight and it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's really important that we stretch it. Maybe you rock back a little bit forward to relieve some of the tension, and then get back into it. Maybe you'll notice one side is tighter than the other. Find the stretch, take a breath here. One more time. Good, sit all the way back, let the feet come flat onto the mat. Sit back onto the heels. We're gonna stretch our neck. Hands just come to the lap, nice and comfortable. Let's take our left ear to our left shoulder. Pay attention to the shoulders, make sure they're not hiked up. You wanna relax the shoulders down. Take the left ear down to the left shoulder. Good, take a big deep inhale here. Feel the stretch on the side of that right neck area. Good, come back to center. Let's drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Again, paying attention, making sure that our shoulders aren't hiked here. Good, take the chin to the chest. Actively try to touch the chin to the chest here. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck, and then lift back to neutral and take the head back. Be gentle here, just feel the stretch in the front of the neck. Good, back to center. Let's take the chin over to the left shoulder. Back to center and take it to the right. Good, now we're gonna trace our collarbone with our chin. Bring the chin down, around, and over to the left side. Let's do that again. Chin comes down, tracing the collarbone, and over to the left. Good, we're gonna do this again. This time, we're not gonna stop at the left shoulder. We're gonna use that chin to draw a big circle. Let's go one more this direction. That chin is just drawing a big imaginary circle here. Good. Let's switch directions. Draw that circle. One more. Good. Let's take it to a tabletop position. We're going to go into a cat-cow to really get some movement into that spine. Now tuck the toes. Again, see if you can find that stretch in the big toe on both sides. Let's tuck the hips under, round the spine, and tuck the chin to find our cat. Big deep breath here. Really stretch in that back. Take a big deep inhale into the back. See how big you can expand it. Good, on that exhale, let's drop the belly, lift the hips, and lift the chin. Maybe keep the eyes closed for these cat-cows. Just continue to stay relaxed. Good, big inhale here. Feel the core stretch. And then tilt the hips. Tuck them under, round the spine, and tuck the chin. Push into that cat. Big deep inhale into the upper back. Drop it back down into that cow. Lift the hips, drop the belly, lift the chin. Good, come to neutral. We're gonna keep our hips high here and go into a child's pose with the hips high. So walk the hands out. Take the forehead to the mat. A little puppy pose here. The knees are under the hips, but the hips are high and the toes are still tucked. If you want to go deeper here, maybe you come to the chin. Feel a nice stretch in that back, all the way into the lats, maybe a little bit of stretch on that front shoulder. Big deep breath. One more breath here. Good. Let's come to that tabletop, but instead of moving our hands or our knees, we're just going to drop the hips and then drop to the forearms to take a baby cobra. Big deep inhale here. Pull those shoulders down and back. We're going to look over our right shoulder. Maybe try to touch that left hip down to the mat. Good. Come to center. We're going to take a gaze over that left shoulder. Trying to touch that right hip to the mat. And then back to center. Good. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Tuck your toes and push up into a down dog. Push that upper body towards the lower body here. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Let's bend the left knee. And then straighten it and bend the right. Let's do that one more time. Bend the left knee, straightening the right, and then bend the right and straighten the left. Good. Let's walk our feet close to our hands, bend our knees slightly, and just kind of tuck into a little forward fold here. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Take a big deep breath here. Good. Let's slowly come to the top. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to lift our arms overhead. Take a mini back bend here. And then let the arms fall open to the sides, stretching out that chest. Good. Let's reach for the toes. Find that fold. Let's bend those knees. Maybe come to a sit here, stretch out the hips. If you can fit the elbows inside of the knees, and then maybe drop one shoulder and then the other. Good. We can place the hands down. We're going to reach our right arm up overhead. Good. Right hand comes down. We're going to reach that left. Up and over. Good. Place them back down. You can come to the knees for a little gentle stretch of the front of the foot here. Thank you guys so much for coming this morning. That is our 15-minute stretch and de-stress class.